Welcome to where we at? D&D Kingdom.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
I'm
Forgot
King Dane.
Prince DJ
How you gonna forget the name of our channel? That's how long it's been since we made videos. But you know what?
together.
We're gonna get back at it. We're gonna talk about the best movie that's been out this year so far. So it's gonna be
Endgame.
some spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie and we messed up and ruined your life with spoilers, it's your fault. It's been out for a week and you should have watched it by now.
Yeah, it's your fault that you didn't click off the video. So yeah,
All right, so we'll start off. It's been 10 years, or actually, I think this year made 11 years since the first Iron Man movie came out. So they're just stacking this up for Thanos to get the Infinity Gauntlet, get the Infinity Stones for a while now. So, first of all, before we get into the details of the movie, how did you enjoy the movie?
the movie was good. The 3 hours was worth it.
Yeah, it was very worth the 3 hours. It didn't really seem like 3 hours because it had so much content in it. I think what was different about this movie compared to the other ones is that they dig deep into like the characters.
Yeah.
You got to see more of Hawkeye, Black Widow, Iron Man, Thor. You just had to see the conditions they were in after the Infinity Gauntlet movie. So Infinity War movie. I'm sorry, but it was great. You got any tips, any favorite parts of the movie that you saw?
Dude, there's two favorite parts, right? So one of them, or I'll just say one of them. So one of them was when Captain America got that Thor hammer, dude, that was insane. That dude, that it was insane.
So that came from if you watch the Age of Ultron, where all the Avengers was trying to pick up the hammer. Nobody can pick it up. But Captain America moved it just a little bit. And Thor was like, "What's going on? This dude about to lift my hammer." So it finally came to Endgame. He was worthy of picking up the hammer, and he was just beast mode Thanos with that mug. So yeah, that was a good one too.
Yeah, I do remember when he executed the hammer a little bit.
So what was your second one?
The second one was when like Thanos said, "I am inevitable." He snapped, nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
But Iron had the entire like all the stones, so he said, "I am Iron." Snapped. Yeah. And when Thanos was going, I was so happy, dude. Let's go.
Another thing, they paid homage to pretty much all the movies in this movie. So the I am Iron Man at the end of Infinity, at the end of Endgame, was going to the first Iron Man movie when they was asking him if he was Iron Man, and he was like, "Yes, I am Iron Man." So the movie brought a whole bunch of clues going back to all the other movies. It was actually, a wonderful movie. But we can break down what all happened. So the movie start off after the end of Infinity War. So everybody's depressed, everybody's down, and they're trying to figure out what they can do. So that's what Captain Marvel to bring everybody back. So Captain Marvel came. They was like, we just want to go gun rush Thanos, whoop them up, and bring everybody back. They thought it was gonna be that easy. So they went to the farm where Thanos was. He was limping. He was hurt. He said he used the Infinity Stones again to destroy the Infinity Stones. So Thor got mad. He went for the head this time.
Yeah, chopped that head fell all the way
rolling down like a grape falling off a table or something. And so they go to the second after the movie. Then it was a time jump. It was 5 years later that they jumped into the movie. So the 5 years, everybody's depressed. They're trying to figure out what's going on. They're trying to find Hawkeye. He's become a mercenary. He's killing all these bad guys. It's just trying to figure out what's going on with everybody. Then Ant-Man, Scott Lang finally came back into the picture. Mm-hmm. So he came in.
The first person that came back. Because of that.
Yeah, because he was in the what was the time vortex, whatever it was.
Vortex thing, whatever.
So he came back. He came up with a plan for the time heist that they can go into the quantum zone, quantum realm at a certain point in time. They come out to another point in time, so they can collect all the Infinity Stones and then snap everybody back to existence. So at first, Iron Man was a little. We even talk about he got rescued. Captain Marvel ended up rescuing Iron Man in space, brought him back.
Oh, yeah.
And then he was like, "I really don't have nothing to do with this, Captain America. You left me, and all this the stuff that happened from Civil War with him and Iron Man actually broke up and wasn't friends anymore." So he started talking about that. I wanted to put an armor around the world, but you didn't want to help me and things like that. So they was beefing for a little while. Then they jumped 5 years later. So that's when we come with Ant-Man and everything. So he had the idea for the time heist, go on the quantum realm, come out at different points of time, and get the Infinity Stones.
Dang.
You got anything else to say? What happened after that?
After what?
After they came up for the time heist, after they got the idea. You remember? So they got the idea for the time heist. They got the idea from the time heist. And so they found Iron Man created a little thing that they can come out at one time and come back in. So They all went to they separated into 4 teams, I think, to get the Infinity Stones. But
Yeah.
New York had 3 of them. So that was one team. Another team was the Soul Stone. Other team was when they went to
They go
it was the
back to
beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy. I forgot what planet it was on.
yeah.
So they went there to get the other one, and then one more was the Soul Stone, right? What did I say? Soul Stone.
Yeah, he said Soul Stone. He said Soul Stone.
All right, but y'all know if y'all watch the movie, y'all know what I'm talking about anyway.
Yeah.
So they set up on the teams. They got them a couple of plans went good. Time Stone.
Time Stone, yeah.
Time Stone.
The Time Stone was with when they went back into the first Avengers movie.
Yes, and it was with the Sorcerer Supreme. So the lady who trained Doctor Strange had the Soul Stone, and so they had to go through these different tests. If we talk about everything that happened in this movie, this video would be like 30 minutes long. So we're just going to say they all went on their separate missions. They got the time stones they were supposed to get. Only mission that really the one that really went good was the Soul Stone. Well, not really good because Black Widow died.
Yeah,
To get the Soul Stone, you had to give a soul to get the Soul Stone, and then they got the stone from the Guardians of the Galaxy. That one went good, but then had Nebula had her mind interlinked with the old Nebula and spoiled the whole plan. So Thanos knew everything that was going on. So that one got jacked up.
But they still got the stone, so that's good.
They sent Bruce Banner. By this way, Bruce Banner is now Professor Hulk. He merged of he got the brains of the Hulk, but the body of
no
the brains of Banner, yeah, but the body of the Hulk. So he went to the Sorcerer Supreme to get the Time Stone. Then Iron Man was trying to get the Tesseract, and then Loki's staff. And then they messed that up. Then they had to go back in time again to get those. Yeah. And then everybody came back. They set up for this movie that whoever uses Infinity Stones had to be very powerful because the second time Thanos used it, he was jacked up, arm all tore up. Yeah. So the only person they thought that could do it was Hulk. So Hulk snapped everybody back into existence with the Infinity Stones and like jacked him up. He didn't heal. His arm was just small. You know what I'm saying? Like so they were just setting it up that whoever used like a human could use the Infinity Stone because if we use it, we'll die. So that's how they're setting it up. So at that same moment, the Hulk snapped everybody back. The Nebula, they switched spots, and so she was like a double agent now. So she brought the new Thanos to 2014 Thanos to the present where they was at. I think it was 2023 because it was 5 years later after it. So she brought him back. So he came with all his army. And he came like, I'm about to get my Infinity Stones again and snap it again. But this time he said he was gonna snap the whole white clean and make like the world in his image. That was his goal now. So it started off with Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man is fighting Thanos. I'm talking about this fight scene was like the best one ever out of Marvel. That's what we're talking about. Captain America got the hammer, and bam, bam, they was going at it.
Like I was so confused because not Iron Man. Captain America, he was just putting his hand up. I'm like, what are you doing? And then I just heard the hammer coming. I was like, oh shit, it's about to go down. Dude, that was insane.
So yeah, they having this big battle between Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, and Thanos. So Thanos is bodying them just like on Infinity War, whooping them up or whatever. Got the poor Captain America, got the hammer. He was doing a little something for a little while, but then Thanos beat him up. Broke. He had just like this double sword thing, and he like ended up breaking the shield in half. So that's when like if you saw the preview, he was tightening up the shield like one more last time, like I'm not giving up or whatever. And that's what Thanos had all his army behind him. And then you hear Falcon say Captain America on your left. And that's when Doctor Strange did his thing, open up all them little portals, whatever. And that's when Black Panther came through first. And everybody, who died from the snap was up in that mud. Doctor Strange came back, Spider-Man came back, everybody came back, and it was just like Captain America was like Avengers Assemble, and it was just on again. The battle was just crazy, intense. They had Ant-Man getting big again, turned to the Giant Man. He had that little thing floating. He punched that mud. Wow.
I know.
But so they going at it. Captain Marvel ended up coming in for the time, and she was fighting Thanos. She was actually besting Thanos, but then Thanos took the Power Stone, put it in his right hand, and he like knocked him back out of space. He was like, Thanos ain't not playing. And then Doctor Strange looked at Iron Man, was like, this is that one time that we won out of all these scenarios. So Iron Man knew what he had to do. So him and Thanos fighting over the gauntlet or whatever. And just like what he said, Thanos thought he had all the stones and he was about to snap again, but he realized all the stones were gone. So Iron Man jacked him. So now Iron Man got the stones and he was like, I am Iron Man. He snapped. So that killed all Thanos' army, killed Thanos himself. and then
This is
Iron
the
Man
side of this
died
movie. Yeah.
because,
Of
like I
how
said,
powerful it
how
was.
powerful the storm were, how they set it up. The Hulk got messed up, Thanos got messed up, so a regular human couldn't control that power. So he ended up dying, and that was one of the things that happened. A lot of people didn't like, but it's time
It
to
was
move on to the
sad.
next phase
Yeah. Next
of
movie
Marvel.
coming
But
up in
I
2024.
have a theory. We're gonna do a video about the theory that I think is gonna happen.
The next
But
one
that's
from the
going to a
original.
part of how they're going because now because they have the X Men now that's in the Marvel Marvel universe. I'm talking about that. I can't spoil it right now, but next video we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah,
About what I think is gonna happen. So end up they had to make a deal with the Sorcerer Supreme from 2014 that they had to bring all the stones back to the same timelines, so they want to start these alternate timelines. And so they had a thing with time travel, like if you watch Terminator, Back to the Future, things like that. What you do in the past won't change the present. It's still gonna be the same present. So he had to take the stones back to the present time for they want to start these other alternate realities. Like if you have a straight line, once you steal a stone, you start an alternate reality. But your present, your future, will not change. Yeah. So Captain America took all that back, and when he was trying to bring him back, he didn't come back. So how they not really killed him off, but end the story of Captain America. They came back to present time. He was a old man. He spent his life with Peggy Carter, which he wanted to do from the first Captain America movie, and then he passed the mantle of Captain America to who he gave the shield to.
He gave it to Falcon. Falcon.
Yeah, he gave it to Falcon, man. So Falcon's gonna be the new Captain America. I thought it was gonna be Winter Soldier because he had some movies or some comics where he took over Captain America too. But they have had comics where Falcon was Captain America. So that's pretty much our spoilery review of the movie. Still so much stuff we probably missed and can't go over because if we keep talking, this video really would be like 30 minutes to an hour long if we go over every single detail.
But it's already been 12 minutes.
It's been almost 12 minutes already. So if there's anything that you like, anything that we missed, put it in the comments. But other than that, what they need to do?
Like, subscribe, and turn post notifications on.
That's right. King Dane
so good to
out.
say that again. All right. Peace.